architect reacts. Hidden design secrets of this rural Spanish cottage, smart architecture, rustic interior design, and country home renovation. Welcome back to Our Home Decor, a place where we explore beautiful homes, inspiring architecture, and the timeless ideas that make a house truly feel like home. Today, we're stepping inside a hidden architectural gem tucked away in the quiet hills of rural Spain. At first glance, this tiny stone cottage might seem simple, but behind its weathered walls lies a collection of design choices so thoughtful, so deeply connected to nature, that they challenge everything we think we know about modern luxury. In a world where homes keep getting bigger, this small countryside cottage proves that true beauty isn't about size, it's about intention, authenticity, and harmony with the land. So let's explore the hidden design secrets of this rural Spanish cottage. One, discovering a hidden rural cottage. This small stone home sits quietly among rolling hills and ancient trees in the Spanish countryside. Surrounded by nature, the cottage blends seamlessly into the landscape as if it has always belonged there. Unlike modern homes designed to stand out, this cottage was built to belong. From afar, its warm terracotta roof tiles and natural stone walls appear almost like part of the hillside itself. This sense of harmony with nature is the first secret behind its timeless charm. 2. When a small home feels like a luxury retreat. Despite being only around 600 square feet, the cottage feels surprisingly peaceful and expansive. Instead of overwhelming the space with furniture or decoration, the design embraces simplicity. Each corner of the home serves a purpose, creating an environment that feels calm, uncluttered, and welcoming. Sometimes, true luxury isn't about having more space, it's about having the right space. 3. Architecture that grows from the land. One of the most remarkable aspects of his home is how naturally it sits within the landscape. The limestone used for the walls was sourced locally from nearby quarries. The terracotta roof tiles reflect traditional Spanish architecture that has been used for centuries. Rather than fighting the environment, the house works with it, creating a design that feels both natural and timeless. 4. The wisdom of traditional building. Long before air conditioning and modern heating systems, builders in Mediterranean regions understood how to design homes that responded to the climate. The thick stone walls of his cottage act as natural insulation. During hot summer days, the interior remains cool. At night, the stored warmth slowly releases back into the home. This centuries-old technique is now considered a smart example of sustainable architecture. Five, rustic materials that tell a story. Inside the home, the materials speak for themselves. Stone walls, lime plaster finishes, chestnut wood beams, and handmade clay floor tiles create a warm and organic interior. Instead of polished perfection, these materials celebrate texture, imperfection, and natural aging, qualities that make the home feel authentic and alive. 6. The magic of open interior spaces. One of the clever design strategies inside the cottage is the use of open space. Rather than dividing the interior with many walls, the design allows the kitchen, living area, and dining space to flow naturally together. This approach makes the home feel larger while encouraging a relaxed, communal atmosphere. 7. Smart design tricks that make small spaces feel bigger. The architect used several subtle techniques to create a sense of spaciousness. The ceiling follows the natural slope of the roof, drawing the eye upward. Light enters through carefully placed windows that frame views of the surrounding countryside. These thoughtful choices create an interior that feels airy and open despite its modest size. a fireplace that becomes the heart of the home. At the center of the living space stands a rustic limestone fireplace. Beyond providing warmth during cooler seasons, the fireplace acts as a natural focal point, bringing people together for conversation, relaxation, and quiet evenings. In many traditional homes, the hearth represents comfort and connection, and this cottage is no exception. How simplicity changes the way we live. Spending time in a small, thoughtfully designed home can shift our habits. Without oversized closets or unnecessary rooms, daily life becomes simpler and more intentional. You begin to appreciate fewer possessions and focus more on experiences. This lifestyle reflects one of the biggest lessons from tiny homes around the world. Simplicity often brings greater peace. The bold design choice that makes this home unique. Perhaps the most surprising feature in the cottage is a section of raw stone left exposed inside the living room. Many modern renovations would cover the surface with plaster to create a smoother look, but the homeowner chose to leave the natural stone visible. This bold choice keeps the house connected to its origins and reminds us that beauty often lies in authenticity rather than perfection. Conclusion. This tiny rural Spanish cottage teaches us an important lesson about design and life. A dream home doesn't need to be large or extravagant. Sometimes the most meaningful spaces are the ones that bring us closer to nature, encourage simplicity, and allow us to slow down. Through natural materials, thoughtful architecture, and a deep respect for tradition, this small home proves that timeless design is not about following trends. It's about creating spaces that truly nurture the people who live in them. Thank you for exploring this beautiful cottage with our home decor. If you enjoyed this architectural story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, may your home always be a place of comfort, beauty, and inspiration.